perfect mess is my perfect mess. Perfect mess is my perfect mess.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Perfect Mess Podcast. I'm your host, Ray Molina, and this is episode 56 of the Perfect Mess Podcast, Three Kings Edition. If you're on YouTube, you see these two giggling little monsters here. These are my two sons. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple or wherever you're listening from, the two voices and two giggling sounds you hear, those are my sons. This is going to be a new episode, a new series that we're going to do once a month with my sons, and basically just catch up on life with us. I want to get them really comfortable with speaking online, speaking on YouTube, and letting the world hear them and just about what they do as children. All right. Of course, as always, please make sure to check out my website, raymolina.com, and check out any merch that we have there. I've got some book reviews for books that I just read that you can check out. Make sure to add your name to the... This guy is yawning already. Make sure to add your name to my email list, and you can get updates. Every Friday I send out a nice quotable that you can share with your friends and family. And then make sure to follow on Instagram at It's Ray Molina. The podcast is at The Perfect Mess Pod. If you would like, TikTok is also at It's Ray Molina. If you'd like to donate, it's not a requirement, but I have had people donate, and I always appreciate you guys because we're trying to grow this thing. You can donate at Cash App, and my Cash App is $ It's Ray Molina. Outside of that, I hope you're doing well. Oh, subscribe to YouTube. The YouTube is growing. Lots of cool stuff to share on there. So please go to YouTube. Go to youtube.com and search the Perfect Mess Podcast. All right. But let's get it going. A lot to catch up on. And these guys haven't been on the podcast since, I think, last year?
2020? 2 years ago.
No, last year you did an episode. Was it 2 years ago?
I think
yeah,
it was 2
in
years
the
ago.
office.
Yeah.
In the office.
Holy crap.
That was a long time ago.
All right, well, like my son always says, Dad, you're getting old. So I guess I'm getting old. So let's talk about school. Who wants to talk? By the way, the intro that you heard, the quote, I asked these guys to find a quote that they wanted to read, and this guy found the quote, which the quote was gold, by the way. So shout out to this guy for finding it. And that's Jaden, by the way. And then I had them put a list of things that they wanted to talk about. So we're just going to go down the list, and I'm going to let them do their thing. So the first thing they want to talk about was school and things that are that they've been going through, and I don't know, things that they're learning and whatnot. So let's go ahead and talk about it, guys. Who's first?
Me.
All right.
It's okay, but PE's pretty fun though.
PE. So what have you guys been doing in PE?
We've been doing free play. We've been doing like our units.
Okay.
Like sports, like not football, like basketball, volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we're doing football this year though.
Not doing football?
No.
Give me 1 second. Let me grab these real quick. Hold on. Sorry, guys. They're new to this, so we're getting a little fidgety. So I want them to focus. But we're gonna make some mistakes. It's what it is. But I want these guys to get used to this. So hopefully you guys bear with us. But let's keep going. So you're not doing football during PE, or you are?
Well, I'm playing football, but I don't think it's a unit this year though.
Okay. What about running? I know you've been doing a lot of running too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how's that going?
There's only like 5-6 kids ahead of me in the mile.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's your mile time now? Don't be trying to brag.
Like,
Don't try to brag.
I did like 9-minute miles only 2 times this year.
9 what? What's the...
9:40 and 9:45.
Wow. I don't remember the last time I had a mile that fast. And every time we talk about the mile, he likes to laugh at me and throw it in my face that I can't beat him right now. So, okay. So, and then how many kids are in your class?
Like around 37.
37 kids, and there are only how many kids in front of you when you're running?
5 or 6.
5 or 6. Wow. That's impressive, dude. That's impressive. I'd like to give myself a kudos for training these guys. Now I've already trained them and they're beating me. So I'm not going to let them run with me for a while until I catch up and then just so I can get back into it and so I can beat them again.
Not happening.
What's been going on with you, Jaden?
Bored.
Bored? What's been going on at school?
We've been doing a lot of science, which I don't like, and a lot of math, too.
A lot of math?
Yeah.
Okay.
But PE is pretty fun, though.
Why don't you like science or math?
Because, it takes too long.
What takes long about it?
They talk too much. And, projects we're doing, they're boring.
Really?
Learning about dirt and animals.
Hey, animals are cool. You like animals.
Yeah, but it's like bugs.
Right. Okay. What about math? You don't like math, huh? You did start something new at school, though. What do you got? You got a math tutoring after class, right?
Yeah.
How do you like that?
But you get to eat snacks, though.
He gets to eat snacks, but he did say, and he's not saying it now, but he did say that it is helping him. He thinks it is going to help him with his math.
I think I had that in fifth grade too.
Right, but Jordan is also he's got some extra math help coming too that I don't know if he knows about it, but it's coming. Math has been a subject for these guys where they do well, but it's always math is always a tough subject. It's just. Especially nowadays, the math has gotten so much more complicated and whatnot. So it's gotten to a point where me and their mom have kind of just been banging our head like, I don't get it. I don't know how to do this. This is kind of complicated. So we've had to make sure that they get the extra help that they need so they can do well. Tell me something you're enjoying about school. PE?
Yeah, PE. I already said PE.
Lunch.
Right.
But I have a new class in this semester, and it's called Office Assistant.
Okay.
So you help teachers deliver things to classrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. And when you don't have any requests, you have free time. You can do whatever you want. Do your homework, play on your device.
Nice. And you like doing that?
Yeah, because it's a free period too.
Is it just you, or is there multiple kids in there?
It's just me for now.
That's what I'm talking about. How are your grades?
This semester they resetted. So, last semester, I had an A+ in science, B- in math, B language arts, A in music appreciation, A in history.
Okay. Yeah, he's doing well in class. He's doing really well. And I got similar grades to that, but we always tell him that even though a B is excellent, right? What do we always push for?
A.
We always push for A. So I think it's important that even though the kids are getting great grades, we always want them to try to push them to go further. Even though B's are more than acceptable, just never want to keep the bar down here. We always want to try to raise the bar. You know what I mean? Jaden, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your situation. How's school going with you? Tell me about what you like about your school.
I like PE and lunch.
PE and lunch. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, this kid can eat. He loves to eat. So yes, this guy, Jordy's pretty picky. You're pretty picky about your food,
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, he's pretty basic. He likes the basics, the basic kid stuff. Hot dogs, burgers, nachos, stuff like that, ramen. Jaden is the one that's always trying stuff that Jordy would never try. Even if he doesn't like it, he'll try it one time.
But he watches YouTube videos of people eating too.
Yeah. This kid will sit there and Dad, look at this. And it's just someone eating. They're not talking. They're not doing anything. It's just someone eating. And he'll just be sitting there watching them eat. So I don't know what that means. But I'm going to keep him running because I have a fear that this kid's going to just eat himself into oblivion. So lunch and PE. There's other stuff that you like about school, though. How are you liking it, getting back to school and hanging with your friends?
It's good. I don't like online school.
You don't what?
I don't like online school. I like being here in real life.
Right. Don't like online school. They both kind of feel like that. How about you?
It was harder to communicate in online school because you had to wait for them to reply with the email.
Right.
But in real school, you get to just walk to the office and just talk to them.
Right. I will say this. What online school did help with them was they did get comfortable emailing, which obviously that's the thing nowadays. And the fact that they were communicating and having to learn how to properly address their teachers when they send an email, not just be like, hey, I didn't get this. Hey, Miss Johnson, this is Jordan from class. I wanted to see if you could send me this. Like they got proper education on how to send a correct email with good grammar and whatnot. So I did like online schooling for that. We are kind of on alert right now because, California is kind of one of those funky states where they're possibly talking about shutting things down to what everything's going on right now and possibly doing homeschooling for a while again. And they know that that's a possibility, they don't want that to happen, but they know, we kind of handle it the way we did for the whole thing that's been going on for 2 years. You know what I mean? We power through and we stay busy, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about your friends? How your friends doing?
I made new friends.
Yeah, you made some new friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you make these friends? Playing sports or just in class? Or?
Some of them I knew from basketball or baseball and all that.
Okay.
A lot of them are in my class.
Cool. And so you're just making new friends. Are they into sports or gaming or anything like you are?
They're more of gaming.
Gaming, yeah. Okay. How about you, Shmi?
I only made one friend this year.
Well, yeah, but you have a lot of friends. He has a lot of friends. Don't let him lie to you. He has a ton of friends there because he's been at that school for 5 years now. But so you made one new friend.
Yeah.
And how'd you guys meet?
So we were in PE and we were playing this game called Team Handball.
What is that?
So it's like when you have like a ball,
Mm-hmm.
and then you play on the basketball court and you try to throw the ball to the other your teammate
Mm-hmm.
to get past the line to get 1 point.
Okay.
So we were on the same team and we started doing good and then we fist bumped each other. Then we became friends.
Oh, you fist bumped each other and became
Yeah.
friends, huh? Okay. Oh, because you guys were beating everybody, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of a good way to become friends when you start teaming up to whoop everybody. Yeah, so things are going cool with these guys at school. They've had no problems at school. In fact, both of my kids do not have cell phones, and there's a reason for that. Me and their mom have kind of stuck to our guns and said, we're going to wait until they become a teenager, and then we will move accordingly. And Jordan will be 13 this year. So the good thing that has come from this, that Jordan not having a phone, is most of your friends at school do have them, right?
Yeah, and they're like stuck to it. They can't turn it off.
So tell everybody, and I don't want you naming names or anything, but just tell everybody what you've been noticing at school with kids and phones.
They can't stop, they can't get off of it.
Right.
And they don't pay attention to anything but their phone.
Right. You said something about them being at their desk with their Chromebooks.
Oh, they have the Chromebook, like right here.
Set up.
And they have their phone right, on the screen.
So the teacher thinks they're looking at their screen, but they're actually looking at their phone, huh?
Yeah.
What about this is kind of important for you guys to hear that have children, because my son not having a phone and all these other kids having phones already at such an early age, he's actually had no choice but to notice what these kids are doing and what they're getting in trouble for, which I feel, God willing, is going to prepare him for when he does get his phone to understand that these are some of the things that he has to avoid doing, or there will be consequences. What was the thing that you noticed during break and recess and stuff that they were doing as well? You said they were sitting in the quads and they weren't really talking to each other. They're kind of just glued.
In the beginning of the year, but now they start talking to each other and playing football.
Right. That's good. That's good. Yeah, he was telling me at the top of the year that they were nobody was talking, that they were sitting in the quads kind of just glued to their phones, not really talking to anybody. And he said it was kind of weird. I think that happened because homeschooling. You know, for the last 2 years, it's been a little different. You know what I mean?
Everything changed.
Right. So getting back to school was strange, right? Have you
Yeah.
noticed a change in some of the people you knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's different?
Like every time I like put my mask down, like under my nose, everyone, like some of my friends go like,
They signal to you to pull it up.
yeah.
You guys were saying that there were quite a few people who said they didn't really do too much during those last 2 years, right?
No.
Yeah.
And how did that make you guys feel?
I could feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. With regards to how we handled everything, how do you feel about the way we handled the last 2 years in contrast to how they were handling it? Do you feel like it was a good idea that we handled it that way, or do you feel like we should have did the same thing?
Good idea.
I feel accomplished. I think it's a great idea.
I think
that
we
do
did
that.
good
Okay, so tell me why.
because we stayed fit, we stayed healthy,
Right.
we weren't famine,
Okay.
we weren't sheep, we stayed a beast.
Stay the beast. What about you, Jody boy?
We stayed outdoors
Right.
and we kept training, working out.
Right. You guys were even working too, right? Remember
Yeah, we were
doing,
working.
Yeah,
Uber
Uber
Eats.
They were doing Uber Eats. They were delivering food, making money.
Instacart too.
They were doing Instacart. Their mom picked up Instacart just for them, so they could do it with her. So they were doing Instacart. I signed up for Uber Eats to get these guys some money and teach them how to work and earn. They even mowed the lawn a few times to learn how to do that. So they were busy. And then most of you guys know who follow me. We were hiking. We were working out at the high school. We were doing all kinds of things, going to the beach, just staying active. And you know, I think it was important for these kids to get back to staying normal. So let's move along. Let's see. They were just reading books. Tell them about the books that you are reading right now, briefly. Jaden, go ahead and talk to you about the book that you're reading right
So
now.
I have a book that's called Minecraft the Mountain,
Mhm.
and it's about this guy who goes on an adventure, just figuring out like what to do, and like in his world he never been in,
Right.
and then he finds this girl that he teams up with, and they go on this like another world under the real world.
Mhm.
It's called the Nether,
Right.
and then they have to fight like other monsters to get more loot.
Awesome. How many pages is this book?
255.
255. That's your longest book, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jordy, what about your book?
Mine is called The Alchemist. It's like a high school book, and it's like 100 pages shorter than Jaden's.
Mhm.
But it was hard to understand at first, but then once I kept reading, I understood it more.
Right.
It was about a boy named Diego who went on an adventure, and he was working at the crystal shop for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the crystal shop was located like on a mountain near, like, I think it was in Mecca.
Okay.
And then, so he was looking for the alchemist to partner him up.
Okay.
And find like treasure.
Right, and you learned about everybody having a personal legend, right?
Yeah.
It was a hard book, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him this was going to be a very difficult book for him, and he was young to be reading it. But I wanted to try to expand his mind a bit and get him to read it earlier, because I didn't read that book until I was older, much older. Matter of fact, a couple years ago. But I think it was important for him to kind of do that. So you want to grab your current books? What's your goal, by the way, for this year for books?
Read 12 books.
Read 12 books
And
each month.
one per month.
One per month, right.
No,
You
yeah.
guys think you can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, though.
Yeah? Okay, so grab those books, and let's see. You want to talk about your book? What's your next book?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So my book is called Lord of the Flies.
All right.
And there's these kids, I think the kids, right?
Right, yep.
Yeah, and they're stranded on the island. So it's like Stand By Me. They're all friends. They like hang out. And then once they're craving for food, they start trying to kill each other.
Yeah, well, they start getting a little off. He hasn't never read the book, but I kind of gave him the rundown of how it gets. It's fun at first, and then it goes really sideways. This is a classic book. Most of you guys out there probably read this book in school, but this is on his high school to read list. So again, what's the name of the book?
Lord of the Flies.
All right, and that's his book for February. And then what about you?
Max.
Okay, what is Max? What does it say on the underneath his name?
It says that he is a Marine.
He's a Marine. Who else was a Marine that we know?
Grandpa.
Yeah,
Grandpa Greg.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
All right, so they also have a movie about that. So
They do.
Yep, there's a movie out.
I gotta watch that
Yep.
after I read the book.
All right, so that is his second book that he'll be reading, Max, and they have a movie out of that too. So you want to show everybody real quick? Boom. All right, so yeah, man, February they're gonna kick in and start reading these books. My book right now, which I don't have on me, I just started. I can't really say the word in front of my kids, but it's Un-F America by Mike Ritlin, and so far it's really good. I am on my fourth book for January, so I am trying to crank these things out. But yeah, I just want these kids to get used to reading books, and a lot of people don't do that no more, especially adults and kids. And I just want them to be well versed and be comfortable and taking these journeys, because these books kind of feel like you're going on a journey once you get into them, huh, guys?
Yeah.
You read them and you kind of feel like you're there at times. When they're not with me, what do you got? When you guys are reading and you're not with Dad for the night, what do you guys do?
We call you.
Yeah, how you do it? FaceTime?
FaceTime. Yeah.
Yeah. So they call me on FaceTime, and you guys do what?
We told you about the book or what we read.
What we highlighted.
Right. So I have them, read with the highlighter like I normally do, and they highlight the key points, and then they just call me in FaceTime, and they tell me what they read. All right. And that's kind of what we've been doing. So that's that, man. So I encourage you guys, if you have kids, please get them to read, man. Reading on the computer is cool, but the goal is to try to get them to step away from their digital or their electronics and get back into reading. Kind of like how we get out into nature and we step away from the computer. Kind of the same thing, but now we're doing it with our minds. I didn't want to talk about this. This wasn't my thing, but, this is their list. They want to talk about COVID. So let's talk about COVID. What do you guys got on your mind?
So when it first started, I asked Dad, and I asked him a question, and I said, "What did you do when this happened?"
And what'd I say?
And he said, "This never happened before."
Right, yeah. And I know we've touched on this in a previous podcast, but yeah, both of these guys were kind of in shock that it had never happened before. But 2 years, well, going into 3 years now of this whole thing. How do you guys feel about it now? Like, I don't want to answer for you guys. I want you guys to kind of speak free on how you feel about what's going on, and and just how things are affecting school, and maybe some stuff that you've had to deal with at school and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's all and keep it respectful, okay?
So it feels like not normal,
Right.
but I got kind of used to it when it happens.
Right.
When it happened for a long time.
Right.
And when I went to line in lunch,
Mm-hmm.
the principal came up and saw a kid with his mask down right here,
Right.
and she said, if you don't put the mask up, you might be suspended.
Right. So they're kind of warning everybody that they need to put them up. It's tough. I feel for everybody, because I do feel for the principals. I feel for the administration, the teachers. I feel for the students. I feel for everybody, because there are no fine guidelines that everybody is following. Kind of everybody's the information changes so much. I am definitely not one of those parents who goes and tries to give the school a hard time. I know that there are a lot of parents out there to do that. I do have my opinions. I think I've made it very clear on this podcast, but I don't go out of my way to try and make it more difficult for the kids and the teachers at the school. So, but they've had to deal with stuff. You guys aren't really able to move around on your desk, huh? You can't walk around too much. Tell them a little bit about that.
We can't change seats.
Can't change seats. How are things working with like bathroom breaks and stuff like that?
Bathrooms, the normal ones are sometimes closed, like during 5th period or 4th.
Okay.
And then if you have to use the bathroom between those 2 periods, you have to go in the office and use the office one.
Because they're trying to monitor.
Yeah.
What about you?
I remember when I went to the bathroom like a few months ago,
Right.
and the soap dispenser was gone.
Right. Oh, that goes back to the little TikTok challenge thing was going around, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can get to that. Overall, you guys have been managing during this time, right? Getting through just fine. There have been times where it's just frustrating. But what they do when they get off campus, first thing they do is they snap their mask off.
Yeah.
And it's just, what are you gonna do, man? It's just a tough time. And yeah, I've made my opinions clear on this podcast. But like I said, man, I don't go out of my way to try to make things more difficult than they already are for anybody. I try to pride myself on being a good father. My kids know where we stand on this subject, but we don't try to make things difficult. My kids follow the guidelines, and as long as they're reasonable, and we just try to get through it like everybody else. Let's move on. Let's talk about sports. What is going on with sports, guys?
Niners.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what about them?
They just upset the Packers.
Not only that, who'd they upset prior to that?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Or the Cowgirls.
The Cowgirls. How you guys feeling about them right now?
I feel pretty confident in the next game.
Okay.
Oh, we got the Rams.
We got the Rams. We beat them like almost every time, but
Right.
in playoffs, it's different.
They want to destroy us.
They do want to destroy us. So playoffs are a whole different beast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you feel about that Green Bay game? Were you nervous? I mean,
I was
nervous.
why?
Because it was windy, and Robbie Gould was about to kick that field goal.
Right.
I was
And it wasn't just windy. What else was going on?
snowing.
It was snowing, right?
Yeah. And we only scored off of special teams.
Right. Hey, but sometimes during games like that, that's what it takes, right?
Yeah.
How you guys feeling about Jimmy Garoppolo?
He's
He had
been
a
playing
good
pretty
game, though.
good lately, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And are we thinking Super Bowl, or are we thinking we're not sure yet?
I'm gonna say
I
right
think
now.
Super Bowl.
Think Super Bowl, and who do you think we'll be playing?
Wait, who's
the
on-
Bengals.
The
Bengals?
Bengals.
A rematch.
Joe Burrow against the Chiefs, and Jordan's picking Joe Burrow, huh? And what about you?
Oh gosh, I think the Niners vs Chiefs again.
Niners Chiefs again. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Okay. We guys think about. We call Tom Brady T Brizzle. What about T Brizzle, man?
Oh, he lost.
Bye.
Man, that was a good game though, right?
They almost came
They almost came back though.
They actually did come back, and they lost it in the last part. At the last part, did it go to overtime? I think it did go to overtime,
No,
right?
it was
That
at the
was
last
the-
drive where they kicked like a field goal.
Right. Yeah.
That was the Bills and Chiefs game that went to overtime, right?
Right. The Bills and Chiefs, it did go to overtime. That's right.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
And the Chiefs just scored in the first drive
Yeah.
of overtime.
How you feeling about Allen?
He had a good year.
Josh
gosh.
Allen is something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, the playoffs have been great, man. We've been enjoying it. We watched the Green Bay Niner game out in Elk Grove out there at my aunt's house, where my grandfather lived, and spent some time out there with them, and we watched it. It was good. Let's see. What else? Dubs. How about the Dubs, man?
We're good.
Dubs again. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Although we did lose to the trash.
That was-
Who did we lose to recently?
Pacers.
The who?
Pacers.
Oh my goodness, man. We lost to the Pacers. Yeah. How we feeling about Clay, man? Talk to us.
Oh,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah?
They're limiting him though,
Right.
because he's trying to still heal a little bit.
Yeah. But how are we thinking about the Dubs? Are we going championship this year? Or are we?
I think they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was like the one before the championship.
How about James and the Lakers?
Oh,
They're
No.
pretty trash.
no.
What about KD in Brooklyn?
They're playing bad too.
No.
They're playing bad. The Clippers. What about the Clippers?
Wait, are
Trash.
they playing
No
good?
one's even talking about the Clippers.
Yeah, I haven't even heard once about them.
Who's the one team that kind of has our number right now, though?
Sun.
No,
Wait,
The
it was
Suns.
Sun. Wait,
No,
it is Suns, right?
He's right. The
no,
Suns.
We won the season series.
We beat them, but they play
But
us tough.
they're good,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
The Suns.
Who do you like on the Suns?
I like Booker.
You like Booker?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like CP too. CP3 is dope.
I
So
like TBT
on the
too.
Suns.
yeah, so yeah, I didn't like him prior to going to the Suns, but now I kind of had a soft spot for him. But not when he plays us. So when he plays us, he can lose all day. Let's see. We got some good news today. What went on sale today?
Spring training.
Spring
Training. That's something that we do every year, huh, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
So we're gonna try and do that again this year.
I didn't want to miss it too.
Right, and baseball's on a strike right now, so hopefully these games start when they're supposed to, and we can get going out there to Arizona. So if you're in Arizona or you go to spring training, make sure to look for us, all right? Because we go every year. We try to catch the first 2 games, and then we head on back. So let's see what else. Travel ball. What's going on with travel ball, guys?
It's fun.
It's really fun.
Who do you want to give a shout out to? You want to give a shout out to your coaches?
Yes.
Yeah. Coach Antoine and Coach Brush.
Coach Brush. Okay. So what's been going on?
We've been playing on all turf fields, and the only hard part about the turf field is when the ball flies and you have to go back and try to catch the ball.
Right, because when it hits the turf, it bounces, right?
Yeah.
How about you, man?
And I can't play with my team because they're going to Little League.
Right. But you're going back to Little League as well, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to play another year or 2 in Little League. Are you excited about that?
It's going to be weird.
Why is it weird?
Because I'm used to leading off.
Right.
I might accidentally lead off.
Right.
though.
Yeah, so in Little League, you can't lead off and do stuff like that. But in travel ball, they can lead off, steal, and do all that. So it's going to be a little different. But he gets to go back and play with some of his friends from Little League because the younger guys in travel ball don't play. They go back and play Little League.
He's playing with our team for now until
Right.
he heads to Little League.
Yeah, so you've been playing with a lot older. How old are the kids you're playing against?
13 and 12.
Right. And yeah, so he's only 10. So he's been playing up and facing some pretty hard pitching in. He's been hitting the ball, but he's been getting a lot of walks, huh? Mm-hmm. So that's good. But the one thing you've been doing that's really good, what you've been playing, what position?
Catcher.
Catcher. Holding it down back there, huh? Yep.
I don't really play catcher no more.
Yeah, because, well, when Jaden's up there, they got Jaden back there catching. And Jordy kind of plays
Everywhere.
multiple spots.
Yeah,
Where at?
third base and right field. Or
Third
the
base,
left field.
right field. No, all outfield basically.
Yeah, all outfield, but mainly third base. And then they put him at first base, too, for a while,
Yeah.
right? And then he'll come in and do some relief pitching, too. So, yeah, it's been pretty awesome, right?
Yeah,
Overall, how you guys like travel ball?
I
really
think it's
fun.
really fun.
Do you like it better than Little League?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, man. They get to play on awesome fields. I actually wish I was a kid. These kids, they played on St. Francis's baseball field. I don't know if you guys know this, but St. Francis is a private school in Mountain View, and they have lots of money. So their fields was their field pretty amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was pretty
I
cool.
hated the cage though.
Yeah, they had a cage. They didn't really want anybody
They're around
messing up home plate, so they had a cage around it. So we had to improvise. It was just a
But
scrimmage game, so they didn't want to move the cage from
to
home plate.
score, you had to go around. That was so terrible.
Right,
So, like, when there was a pass ball, they had to automatically score.
right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We're playing hype on East Ridge.
That's right. There's some new fields in San Jose that we haven't had a chance to play on, and they're off of. They're in East San Jose. It's a complex, kind of similar to Twin Creeks, but they get to play Hype, which is a pretty dope travel ball squad in San Jose. So they get to play this Thursday, and you guys are pretty excited about that.
Yeah. And a lot of Alum Rock Little League players play on hype too.
Yeah. So you might see some of your friends, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
That'll be pretty cool. Let's talk about some games you guys have been playing recently.
I've been playing a lot of games.
For all you gamers,
Wait,
okay? If your kids are gamers, your kids probably play some of the games these guys are talking about. So let's talk about the games you play on the PlayStation and the Switch. Let's talk about it. Go.
Fortnite
As
on
always.
PS4.
Okay.
On the Nintendo Switch, it's Splatoon, Mario Kart, and then on my iPad, it's Five Nights at Freddy's and Clash Royale.
Clash Royale.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's going on? Clash Royale is the popular one, huh?
Yeah.
My cousin plays with me in that.
Right. So you guys can battle people online and whatnot.
Yeah.
Jaden, what about you?
I play a lot of games on my PS4.
Yeah.
So I play Fortnite, Minecraft, Rocket League,
Jump Force.
Dragon Ball Z.
Nice. Oh, the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, I do play Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, 6
Oh yeah,
games.
I play that too.
Yeah.
And on my Switch, I play Splatoon, Mario Kart, and on my iPad I play Clash Royale, Dragon Ball Legends, and Roblox.
Nice. Yeah, these guys game, they like you wouldn't believe. But don't get it twisted. I definitely, and their mom definitely, we manage their time. So although they get to play pretty frequent, we make sure they get their breaks. And if you guys follow me, you know I keep them active, and they're always doing something. So, but I'm one of those parents, and I know their mom is as well. I'm not super hard on the games because let's be honest, man. A lot of these guys have made a living off gaming and YouTubing and doing all that. The times have changed from when I was a kid. You know, back in the day, our parents used to be like, get off that game. You've been on too many hours. And although I don't allow them to be on hours and hours at a time, and their mom doesn't either, I do understand that we are in a new time where there is and quite possibly can be business opportunities with games and with YouTubing and being on Twitch and doing all those things. A lot of money, right? With streaming their games and doing all that.
And tournaments.
Right, incorporating it on TikTok. And I mean, there's so many different ways. And we're just doing our best to monitor. Like, what's that?
I gotta sneeze.
Got to sneeze? Go ahead and sneeze. Sneeze towards the wall. All right, guys. So, like always, we're just keeping it natural and moving. I told these guys, don't worry about it. If you got to laugh, if you got to sneeze, if you got to do whatever, that's what this podcast is. It's real. We're not going to edit anything out and keep it natural. So that's the gaming. They've been doing a lot of gaming. So, that's my take on gaming as well. I do monitor them and try to make sure they're not on too long. Because I don't want them to get used to being glued to their PS4s and their devices. They have iPads. So doing the best we can, and I think up to this point, we've been doing pretty good. So shout out to good parenting, Mom, Dad. Let's see. Stop motion. Jaden, let's talk about stop motion.
Okay, so a stop motion is when you get action figures. It doesn't have to be action figures. It can be anything you want.
Okay.
And then you like make small movements and you take a picture and then take multiple pictures and just keep making small movements.
Right.
And it'll eventually make like a video.
Right.
Like if you speed it up more.
Okay.
Yeah, and it'll look like they're fighting or something if you want to make like a fighting stop motion.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can do voiceovers and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
What made you get into that? He's been doing some really awesome TikToks and with all these little action figures that he's been buying. And what made you get into that?
I just saw someone on TikTok doing it, and it looked really cool to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you like that? What's your favorite action figure that you use all the time? What is his name?
Takashi.
What is it?
Kakashi.
Kakashi, not Takashi.
No.
Kakashi.
Takashi 6ix9ine.
Jordy, how do you feel? You're not really into that too much?
No, I'm not really into anime.
Yeah, that's not really his thing. But
I am into All American.
oh my God. Okay, he took it there. So, if any of you guys watch All American on was it Netflix?
Yeah, it's the fix.
Yeah. One day we decided, we were here chilling, and we're like, they're really into sports movies and series and whatever.
No, it was in Cupertino in the 60s.
Oh yeah, on New Year's.
It was.
Yeah.
So New Year's Eve, we started watching the series. We did a little staycation at a hotel
Watch something.
in Cupertino, and we just started watching it, and we're glued. But this guy in particular binge watched it, like was just going hard, like finished how many seasons?
3.
3 seasons,
He's
like
past us.
in a matter of like 2 weeks. He finished the entire thing. I'm like, dude, you finished? He's like, I can't wait for season 4, which got canceled. Oh, it got canceled.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen All American, it's really good. It's very addicting. I don't watch too much TV, like you guys know, but when he's here and they're here, I'm watching it with them. So, yeah, he loves All American, so that's what he's into. The anime and stop motion is Jaden's thing. Jaden, you also like drawing. Want to tell everybody what I gave you to help you out with your drawing?
A huge sketchbook.
Gave him a sketchbook. Okay, what have you been doing with that sketchbook?
I've been drawing in it. I've been looking at pictures on Google, and
Right.
I've just been sketching them.
Nice. You're getting better with shading and drawing and doing all that stuff too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Me and his mom have been trying to, and his grandmother, my mom, I've been trying to get him art supplies. My mom got him a nice art supply kit. You like that kit?
Yeah, I've been using it a lot.
Yeah. His mom's been getting him, different pencils and colors and the clay stuff she got you too, and
Sticky tack?
sticky tack. Yeah, sticky
Putty.
tack. That sticky tack is for your
Stop motion.
So we've just been trying to feed into whatever these guys are into to try to get them interested and see what sticks. To be honest, no pun intended after talking about sticky tack, but we're just, so to say, throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall to see what sticks to that they may like and that they may take off and become pros at. The anime stuff, the football stuff, the baseball stuff, the drawing. Jordy with everything he does with running and exercising. Jordy is a runner. I don't know how that happened, but he just became this like beast of a runner. He enjoys it. I don't know. I don't like running. I run because I don't want to be fat, and but he just likes it. He enjoys it. And then Jordy, part of the reason why I wanted to incorporate Jordy in this podcast is because Jordy he likes to imitate broadcasters, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, he likes to imitate broadcasters on TV. And I really want to see how he feels about maybe eventually someday doing his own podcast. This is part of the reason why we're doing this.
It's really Mario.
Right. Jordy may be doing a sports podcast, interviewing athletes at some point in his life. And Jaden may have a podcast about anime, about stop motion, about doing things like that, and talking to famous YouTubers or whatever. But that's what we're doing. We're just trying a bunch of things and seeing what sticks, on top of being active and playing sports and doing all these things. So nothing is being left, no rocks are being left unturned, and we're just trying to see what sticks. All right, so let's see. What else? Let's talk about Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
his
something.
thing. He
That's
likes
it.
to like,
You like Pokemon cards too, though.
but like
Once in a while, you collect them.
part of them are like mine that I pulled and we're selling them.
Okay.
No, we put them in the hard cases.
Okay. And you got a bunch of them now, huh?
Yeah.
How many you got?
I think I got 100 hard cases.
Okay. But you got like boxes that you still got to put away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who hooked you up with them?
Bobby, Uncle
Yeah.
Bobby.
His Uncle Bobby hooked him up. His Uncle Bobby used to collect Pokemon cards.
And Nana too.
And my mom had a bunch that she mailed out to them.
Like a whole box.
It's crazy. So we're hoping to find one that can pay for college tuition, which is quite possible, right? Because some of these things are worth some money. Let's talk about that. You were doing price checking. What's some of the ones that you have that are worth some decent money?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have one. Okay, there's a surfing Pikachu that's worth almost $200.
Wait, you have that one?
Yeah.
Bro, can I get $200?
No, bro.
He has that one? Does he really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has a certain people.
Let me get $200. Let's go
No.
sell that thing. What are you talking about?
I put that one in the case already.
Wow. I'm seriously in shock. You have one that's almost worth $200? Okay, tell me some other ones.
Okay, so I have this Umbreon 1-star.
Okay.
It's probably like the first version's probably like almost $100.
Wait, what? Okay, when we get off this podcast, I need you to write down the names of these cards and how much they're worth. And when you're in bed, I'm going to go and look for them because I need to get that money.
And there's multiple, like to make a little like a lot of money.
Right.
I have multiple cards that are like $30, $25, $20.
You know what? You just brought up something good. He got an offer from his uncle, right? About a Pokemon. What was the offer?
$65.
Right. So he was asking me, and I said, "Listen, I'm not gonna help you make that decision." I said, "But here's the thing. What you need to know is this about if someone makes you an offer. Usually they don't offer you the most. They offer you the lowest that they can get it for." And I said, and I think what Uncle Bobby's doing is he's trying to teach you a lesson. So he's trying to, I don't think it's his uncle. He's not trying to get over on him. And Bobby's a great guy, by the way. But what I think is Uncle Bobby's trying to see and teach him how to know the value of something and maybe not just jump at a dollar amount, right? So when he asked me, what did I tell you?
You should probably save it and probably get more use out of it to make it more money.
Right. But I also said, now if you really want the $60, what should you do?
Just do it.
Right. But what did I say about if you got the $60?
He's gonna sell it for more money.
No, that he has the possibility of, right?
Yeah.
But I also told you if you got $60, you probably were gonna go use it to buy stuff, and then a month later you're probably gonna not remember.
If I even sold it.
No, you're probably not gonna remember what you even bought with the $60, right?
I might just like throw it away or something.
Exactly. So what I was teaching him was it's gonna be your decision. If you decide either way, it's your decision. Said so if you want $60, make the sale. Because you can have $60 and then you can go save the money, or you can invest it, or you can go buy something. Or you could say, maybe make a counter offer, remember? Mm-hmm. And I told him you can make a counter offer. Maybe say, how about $100, right? And see what he says. Or you could just not sell it and hold on to it and try to see if the value goes up, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what did you end up? And by the way, I did not have him make any decision. I said, you take that information and you make your own decision. Whatever you decide, you just let me know. I'm interested in hearing. And what did you decide to do?
Keep it.
Okay. And why did you want to keep it?
Because you get more use out of it, you get more money.
Right. You get more money. Possibly, right?
Yeah.
Now, does that happen right away or does it happen over time?
Over time.
Right. Right. It happens over time. What is something else that is like that, like investing? What are some of the other things that are like that?
Like owning something.
Yeah, but what are some other things that are like investments, like having Pokemon cards?
Real estate.
Real estate. What else?
NFTs.
NFTs, right? What else?
Land.
Land. Something you guys are already invested in. Crypto.
Oh, I forgot.
Right, crypto. Now, we don't get money off crypto right away, right?
No.
Right. It's called the long play, right?
Yeah.
We put the money in there and we let it work. Some days it goes up.
Then down.
Then it goes down. A lot of times it's down, and then sometimes it goes up. But we wait for the long haul, right?
Because if you check every day,
right,
and if you see it go down like every day, you start to panic. So that's why you check it like
every once in a while.
Right, because if you check it every day, you're gonna go crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Right. So that's with crypto. So they're invested in that, and then we're gonna do some other things with some business moves this year. We've had you guys can't see this, but we have a whole whiteboard over here that has Molina Boy goals for 2022, and it is lengthy. One of our goals was to do a podcast like this every month. Another one is we're gonna do a hike every month, so we'll be doing 12 hikes. We're doing a book every month. That's 12 books. Something else we're starting is a Daddy Day. And so it's going to be a solo daddy day. So 1 month, Jaden will have a solo day with me where he can choose what he wants to do, and he'll come with me, and Jordan will go with his mom, and they'll do their thing. And then the next month, Jordan will come with me, Jaden will go with his mom, and me and Jordan will do whatever he wants, and that'll be his solo day. Just so they can have alone time, talk to us about whatever they want to talk about, enjoy, and just have me time with Pop. And this month, Jaden is doing Daddy Day with me, and then next month will be Jordy Boy. What are we doing for your Daddy Day?
We're gonna go see a movie.
Okay.
I think it's called like
Rising Tiger.
Rising Tiger.
Right.
And we're going to Olive Garden and eat some pasta.
Yeah, he requested Olive Garden. He said, first thing out of his mouth was, I go, what do you got? What do you want to eat and where do you want to go? He goes, Olive Garden.
I was about to go there with Mom too.
Right.
I was thinking if we both meet up and
I
we
know.
just like, yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's up, bro? And then Jordan and his mom will be, I think they're going to go to do some boba and do something else.
Yeah.
That was our plan.
Right. Jordan loves boba. They both love boba. But, so yeah, we're going to do that. That's one of our goals. The other goal is Jaden wants to, what did you want to learn? He wanted to learn,
Photograph?
oh, he wants to learn a little bit more about photography, and Jordan wants to do the guitar this year. We're both gonna learn to try to learn how to play the guitar. So we've got a lot of different goals that we're working on.
My other goal is that I'm on an ice cream diet since the beginning of January.
Right. So that kind of blew my mind. If you heard what he just said, he said I'm on an ice cream diet. He made that up himself. And when I heard about it, his mom goes, "Did you hear that he's not eating ice cream for the whole month of January?" I said, "No." I go, "Hey, I did not tell him to do that." And she goes, "No, I know, but he decided that he wants to do that." And he said, "Why? Why do you want to do it?"
Because I want to lose pounds, and I already lost, I think, 4.
How did bringing that up? How did you feel about your transformation picture that you saw?
I feel great.
Right. Were you kind of blown away?
Yeah.
Why? What did you notice about yourself?
I was like a ball.
Oh, and you had the buzz cut.
Right. He had a little.
I was bald.
Yeah, he had a little round, bald cut, and he was a chunkster. He was a little chunky, right? But he's been working, and I didn't know that the transformation was so drastic. His mom sent me that photo, and she said, "Check this out." And I showed him. I was blown away, and then I showed him, and he was like, "Wow." I don't know, guys. If any parents are listening, I think it's great for your kids to see when something changes in their lives, especially physically, because it shows them that the work that they're doing with you is working out, and it's great. And it's without you even telling them, they want to go harder because they love what they see. Once Jordan saw that photo, how did you feel? Did you make you want to do more?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
My cold showers.
Oh yeah, talk about your So I talked about this already. I did a 5-minute cold shower, and this guy's seen my Instagram. And what did you decide?
I want to do a cold shower.
I want to do a cold shower. So he did a cold shower, and man, yeah, that was pretty nuts. He did 1 minute and 2 seconds, and I'm super proud of him. So I don't know what this guy's doing, but every time I do something crazy, he wants to do it with me. So. We're just going to keep on pushing through and keep trying new things and growing, man.
I can't do a cold shower.
Right. Let's get to Kelly real quick. Kelly. Who is Kelly?
Our cat.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, what do you want to... This is all their list. What do you guys want to say about Kelly?
So, her mom abandoned her, and then she left 2 of her babies in a box in the front yard.
Right.
And then she came back like 10 hours later and go and grabbed one.
And left the other one?
Yeah,
and
for like
left
2
Kelly.
days.
Right, and
So,
she was blind and everything still?
She
She's
was
still
blind,
a baby.
and we waited for like a day.
And she never came back, huh?
Yeah, so, and we made a deal, and we said, let's keep it.
Right.
And we called her Kelly.
Right, yeah, this is the guy who names everything. He names everything. Like, if you need a name, he's going to spit it out. And he came with Kelly. I have no idea why. And you guys convinced 2 ladies who hate cats to keep this cat.
Yeah, I know. That was
Their mom and their grandma did not like cats. And now what?
They love cats.
Oh my gosh. But, dude, Kelly sleeps with our grandma all the time.
And she does what? She kisses her on the face and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of shirt did you guys get for your grandma for Christmas?
Cat mom.
Cat mom.
It says cat mom. So they that little cat has warmed everybody's hearts in that house. And
She's so cute.
she's so cute, but
But
now
she
she's
can be-
crazy.
She's so crazy.
She can be
She's so
feisty.
Does she like me?
No.
No, not really.
She tried to bite you and tackle
But she's
kill
getting
you.
used to
She's
though.
better now. She's better now. Now she lets me pet her and whatnot. But she didn't like me, and that's my fault because I would always kind of do one of these to her and try to scare her with my hand and like it was attacking her. So she didn't like that. But I stayed away for a little bit, and then she got used to me when I came back around, and now she's used to me. So that's Kelly. Their wild cat. She's all black with bright yellow eyes.
No, it only turns bright when the sun's
When the sun's in her eyes.
Yeah.
And then when she's like trying to like pounce on something, she's like,
Right.
eyes are open.
Right. How do you feel about having a cat? Is it better than the fish, the hamsters,
Yes.
the guinea pigs?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're active.
I actually like the guinea pigs though.
Yeah, but man, they were so messy,
I
right?
know.
But you like the cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you like the cat?
They're just
Fun.
so cuddly.
She's playful
Yeah.
sometimes.
Right.
She have a lot.
That's your first like real pet that you can take out
like
and
a
play,
real
huh?
pet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want a dog, but dogs are so much responsibility. Not that cats aren't, but dogs
You
are
were
just.
allergic to
Oh, I was
guinea
allergic to the
pigs.
guinea pigs. I was so glad they got rid of the guinea pigs.
We had to anyway.
We have to put them outside.
I'm not allergic to anything, and in my 40s, we found out that I am definitely allergic to guinea pigs. So my throat swells up. I can't breathe. I start to sneeze. My eyes itch and everything. I'm just totally wheezing. And the minute I had them move that thing or both of those things outside when I showed up, no problems. We did it a few times and we found out that I was definitely, allergic to guinea pigs.
You're just sitting out there like,
Right. But let's wrap it up. And not to end on a somber note. I want to keep it happy. We want to talk about the passing of our grandpa and their great grandfather. Talk about a little bit about the man.
oh my gosh.
What is your best memory of grandpa?
He did push-ups
He did
at
push-ups.
the age of like 86.
86.
Yeah,
But what did
well,
Aunt Yolanda say recently
Oh, before.
about
She did
last year?
10 push-ups per day or something.
Right. My aunt said he was doing push-ups in his room in the morning before he would start his day. And this was last year. He was 90.
90 years old.
He would do 10 push-ups every morning. What else do you guys remember about
He used
Grandpa?
to fart a
Oh
lot.
my gosh. his
It was
fart.
disgusting.
Very loud. Very obnoxious. And that is my family. I don't know. What was he the most proud of, though? What was he most proud of being?
Grandpa?
A grandpa, but what else?
A Marine.
A Marine. Very proud of being a Marine, huh?
Yeah.
Proud American.
Proud American, right? Yeah, matter of fact, Jordy Boy is wearing his shirt right here. What does this
Stand
say?
for the flag.
Yep, and kneel for the fallen, right?
Yeah.
This is my grandfather's shirt. We were able to get a few things from the family, and this is a shirt that I made sure that I got for my kids. Jordy said that, when you were in the on deck circle, you knew, huh?
Yeah.
What did you know?
I saw you put your head down.
I know, I saw you go like,
You saw me when I got off the phone?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me that when he was in the batter's on deck circle, he looked up and he saw me kind of put my head down and that I looked sad, and then he saw his mom right there next to me, and he said he just knew. He just knew. And then you went and got a base hit, huh? Yeah. Didn't you do that for Grandma too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
first
And
at bat.
farm.
In the first at bat.
We always seem to be at a baseball field, man. For good, bad,
know.
we're always at a baseball field. Baseball that's us. We are a baseball family.
Yes, sir.
And although we are sad that their great grandfather is gone, we're very blessed to have had the time to see him that one last time. How did you feel about seeing him the
I
last
felt
time?
glad because you could see him one last time before he passed.
Right. And what did he tell you guys when, what are some of the things he told you guys when you were there? Do you remember?
He always loves us.
Right.
He'll always be there.
Right. And he said take care of mommy and daddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he seem strong still?
Yes.
Yeah.
My voice cracked.
Yeah. Yeah, he was, my grandfather was doing his best. What was the coolest thing that we were watching on TV that happened for Grandpa before he passed?
The Raiders won.
The
Yeah, the Raiders barely won.
Yeah, the Raiders went into, was it overtime, right?
Yeah, against Chargers.
They went into overtime to beat the Chargers to get into the playoffs.
I never wanted to tie so badly.
Right. We, obviously we're Niner fans. Their mom is a Raider fan, but my grandfather is a die hard Raider fan. And probably one of the coolest things I'll remember is he was laying on his bed in the middle of the living room and with his breathing machine on, and we got to watch the game with him, and the Raiders came back and won to get to the playoffs. And I was just glad that we were able to share that moment with him. It was special. This guy wanted to bring his helmet. Why'd you want to bring his helmet?
To just represent that he was a Marine.
Right. Yeah, he made sure, he's like, hey, we got to stop by the house and get his helmet. And I said, what? He said, we got to get Grandpa's helmet. I want to bring it so we can represent. So I came and got his Marine's helmet, and we took it out there. It was just good. It was good, man. I'm glad. Both of my kids, are you proud? Are you proud of Grandpa?
Yes.
Yeah. And without even saying it, man, these kids they're proud of this country. They're proud to represent this country. My grandfather made sure for them to be proud of it. And you guys know from following me on my social media that I am a very, very proud American. And I'm raising two kings that are also very proud of this country. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
Oh, we might do jujitsu, you said? Oh, we will.
Yeah.
We will do it.
Yeah, so they're going to get into jiu-jitsu here at some point this year, which I'm excited about because I'm going to do it as well.
Do you get black belts?
No.
It's going to take a little while for you to get belts. It's hard. What else? Anything else?
I'm looking at
I'm
the
looking at the
board.
board right now.
Let's see.
DJ lesson.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to DJ Eternal out there. My Filipino partner that's done a lot of stuff with me and my boy Trey. But he's got 4 lessons that are coming from DJ Eternal. So he'll be learning how to scratch and do all that.
I already learned how to do it with the record.
Right. I taught him how to do that during the pandemic. I taught him how to scratch on a record. And I also told him how to record me, right?
Yeah, record your music.
Right. What else? Anything else?
Traveling.
Where'd you want to go?
Oh, Nashville.
They want to go to Nashville. My cousin Jason just moved out there to Nashville. So, Jason, if you're listening to this, these guys want to go to Nashville. So, we'll be hitting you up about taking a trip to Nashville. We are talking about going to Colorado to visit my mom.
Texas.
Want to go to Texas. Shout out to my cousin Vince and everybody out there. We're going to come see you guys. These guys want to go to Texas.
Hawaii.
All right. We love you guys, man. And yeah, this guy's been wanting to go to Hawaii.
Forever.
Literally, we're trying to wait to all the restrictions. They keep throwing restrictions on, turning them off, and turning them back on. So we don't want to spend the money and have to worry about cancellations and all these restrictions and whatnot. We want to go out there and really have the experience. So that is that. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think that's good.
Think that's good?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys. This is the first episode of 3 Kings. And we hope you enjoyed it, okay? We really do. If you are a father out there, hopefully you got a few nuggets out of this podcast. And if your kids are listening, hopefully they enjoyed it as well. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Make sure to check out the website, raymolina.com. Follow me on Instagram, @itsraymolina. Same name on TikTok. And on TikTok. And what else? The Instagram for the podcast is @theperfectmesspod. If you would like to donate, it is $, it's Ray Molina for Cash App. I do have Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. So if you want to do that there, you can DM me and I'll get you that information. Like I said, donating is not a requirement. Please like, share, comment, review, subscribe to the podcast. And it grows because of you guys. Word of mouth has been powerful for this podcast. And I just want to thank you so much. All right. That is all I have. And like I always say, my life isn't perfect. Oftentimes it's a mess. But for me, it is the perfect mess. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. God bless.
It's a
Peace.
perfect mess.
Peace.
Perfect mess is my perfect mess. Perfect mess is my perfect